It's always been an interesting fact to me that Swami Vivekananda carried two books with him whenever he went wandering in the wilderness. One of them was the Bhagavad Gita, and the second one, believe it or not, was the Imitation of Christ. And so my 9 months up at Holy Cross Monastery a couple of years ago, I made it my daily endeavor to read through that book. And I have some things marked out from my time there in the monastery that I thought would be fun to share. He says here, "It is a good thing that many of us are not free of temptations, for these make us watchful so that we do not become proud." So he says that it's good that we have these temptations. It's good that life, that spiritual life is difficult, that training our mind and training our bodies and coming to our realization it's a challenge. Why? Because it keeps us humble, he says. It keeps us pushing forward. He goes on to say, "What a clear conscience we would have if we had stopped running after passing pleasures and meddling in worldly affairs. What serenity we would have if we would do away with vain distractions and, thinking only of the things of the divine and our salvation, put all of our confidence in God, all of our confidence in love." How far along the path to this realization, to this ecstatic experience of being we would be if we didn't waste our opportunities on frivolous things that really leave you with nothing when you return. That we should really pay attention to the value of our lives and the value of our time and to treat it accordingly. He says here, "Why do you long to see that which you are forbidden to have? What can you see elsewhere that you can't see here? The earth and sky and all of its elements, of which all earthly things are made, what can you see elsewhere that will endure long under the sun? If all the world could pass before your eyes at once, what would it be but an empty vision? It would all pass eventually, right? There would be nothing there. These passing things cannot give us what we're looking for. We are an eternal creature inside. That's one of the things that drives us toward this spiritual investigation, is this knowledge of infinity, this knowledge of our nature being endless. And it's the reason that all of the things of this world really, or in comparison to that forever, fall away as meaningless. There's nothing there to have. He says, "Sensuality lures you abroad, but when the time is past, you only return home with a remorseful conscience and a heavy heart. Often a glad going forth is followed by a sad return, and a joyous evening causes a heavy morning. This is so with earthly joys, which begin pleasantly, but end only in a seeming disaster." Yes, when we go out in great hope of having our desires fulfilled in the world, you plan that vacation all year long and you're so excited about it. And that last day of vacation always comes, and it's always the worst, because it's finished. It's over. That which you've looked forward to and what you've been planning and which cost so much money and took your time off has passed. And what do you have but slight traces of memory? And really, what do they do for you? They only make you long for the next vacation. So what's our solution? He says here very nicely, "In silence and stillness, the devout soul advances and learns the hidden truth of Scripture. There it finds the salutary tears that wash away the guilt of sin, so that it grows more intimate with the divine, as it severs itself from the clamor of this world. The more you keep away from these distractions, the more the Lord and the angels will draw near to you." Spend that nice, quiet time with yourself, finding that peace within, finding out how to touch that peace within, understanding what causes the disturbance, and setting it aside so that you can enjoy that promised peace.